ask Randy, where's Randy at? And he's saying, I thought him standing back there. He gets to wrestle with him quite a bit, so I know that he's made a big jump. You know, weight-wise, he isn't a whole lot bigger weight-wise, but he's way stronger, and he's in a lot more positions. He's rounded out a lot more. You know, it's a little bit of a learning curve going from a 97 to a heavyweight, and you kind of saw the progression as last season went on. But I feel like he's progressed a whole nother level. But you know, we'll see. But I tell you what, I don't see him in any of those rankings, and that's fine with me, because I'm gonna tell you, he'll end up in those rankings. I have no doubt in my mind about that. I mean, he can end up very high in those rankings because he's a very offensive heavyweight. I think if anybody watch him can say, dang, he's offensive. Well, I like watching that guy. And maybe you don't say that a lot about a lot of heavyweights, as I like to watch him wrestle. But I tell you what, I like to watch him wrestle. And having a heavyweight that competes like that can really set a tone for your team too. Because you got a guy that heavyweight that he's taking more attacks maybe than a 49-pounder or a 57-pounder. Like, well, our heavyweight's taking that many attacks. Telling me, well, you can't take those many attacks, you know, and it just raises everybody's level. But I'm excited to see what he's going to do this season. You know, I don't know about this picture, though. I don't know if you guys see this picture right here, but he looks a lot better right now, if that's possible.
What areas do you improve on then in the offseason besides just getting stronger?
We've been working on top, because you're going to have to be able to ride a guy some. But just his finishes are much better. I mean, I think overall, his finishes are much better, and he's gotten where he's a little more comfortable in an over-under position, because he ended up in there quite a bit and I don't think knew what to do. So he's much more comfortable in there. His finishes are much better, and just confidence. Tell you what, when you have some confidence and you have some success, that goes a long way. So you know, I guess we'll see this weekend where he's at. But if I'm a heavyweight, I would not look forward to wrestling him.
174. You don't have a guy that's wrestled a varsity duel.
Yeah.
Where are you at there, I guess?
Sometimes you got a lot of guys that haven't wrestled varsity duel, so we got to get them out there to be the first one. Yeah, everybody's got their first one sometime. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that Kurt looked good. He's done a very good job of building himself up. You know, that was something where, you know, you got Cooper at 65, and Cooper's going to be a 65-pounder. So, you know, you talk to Kurt Mays and say, what do you want to do here? You know, you want to, not that saying you can't beat Cooper, but how about we build you up to 74? And he did a great job this summer of building his body up. He looked very strong. I thought he looked very good positionally, and he was aggressive. You know, him and Lux has done a good job too. So you know, you got a few guys in there with Schiedenhelm that, who's going to be the guy again? You know, that's kind of my theme. I keep going back to, and but it is going to be who's going to be the guy that's going to step up and really grab a hold of that spot and take it. And this weekend's that first step in that. But I thought he did a really, really good job this summer.